a comfortable seat. Bring the eyes to close and align the center of your brain over the center of your pelvis. And start to tap into that ujjayi breath, lengthening and deepening the breath by creating a gentle contraction at the back of your throat. And so these restorative Forrest yoga classes take the yin of yang, that is Forrest, and take it even more into the yin space. So we'll be holding our poses, we'll be choosing poses that are closer to the ground, a little bit less intense in the Forrest repertoire of things, and are focused on the major joints of the body, mostly the hips, the pelvis, the low back, sometimes the shoulders and the neck. So find an ujjayi breath that is powerful yet gentle. One that you can sustain without introducing any tension into the body or the nervous system. Really feel your sitting bones against the mat and start to gently flex the feet so you become present to the pinky toe sides of your feet. Very gently as you inhale, root down through the edges of your feet and your sitting bones. And exhale, soften down the back of the body. Inhale, rooting into the feet and the sitting bones. And exhaling, softening down the back of the body. And the intention for our practice this evening is to breathe in a way that demonstrates kindness, compassion, and love for yourself. Sometimes in yoga, especially if we've been at it for a while, we can get ambitious and desirous and excited by physical challenges. And sometimes that excitement or hunger for something new can cause our breath to tighten, to shorten, or we lose the connection to the breath altogether in the quest for whatever it is that we're after. And so today, make a pledge that the breath will be the number one most important thing in this practice this evening. It demonstrates kindness, compassion, care, love. Begin to direct the breath into the bottom of your heart. As if your solar plexus is a campfire and it's heating a camp stove or one of those pots that you hang over a campfire. And there's something very delicious starting to bubble. And so your solar plexus, as you inhale, is just gently heating the bottom of your heart. And with every breath in, flow care, compassion, kindness to yourself energetically. Notice if there are any spots in the body, mind that need this care and compassion most today. And if you can identify an area like that, make that area sort of the sub-focus of your practice, right? With breath being number one. Any area that needs your attention being number two, just for tonight. Take one more fully connected breath here. As you inhale, gently telescope your ribs. And as you exhale, soften down the back body. Next inhale, go ahead, open your eyes. We're going to start in straddle position today. Excuse me, Rocco. Rocco. It's pretty comfortable right now. All right, we'll go over here. All right, so wide straddle and activate the feet. Right, feel again for the sitting bones and close the eyes for a moment. Tent your fingertips either at your sides or wherever feels right. Feel for the center of the brain over the center of the pelvis again. Flex the feet, activating the feet. See if you can keep the buttocks relatively soft. And then when you've got that crown of the head over the pelvis, go ahead and open the eyes. Let's inhale, reach both arms up and overhead. Starting with some side bends, exhale the right arm behind the back. Maybe you can find the crease of your left hip, or if not, just wrap the arm around the waist. Now flex into the feet, inhale, lift and lengthen on the left side. Exhale, left hand comes down to the outside of the left thigh. Elbow bends towards you, left ear to left shoulder. You may notice that you're leaning on your left sitting bone quite a bunch here. So very gently engage down through the right. And see if you can even out how much pressure is on your sit bones. And inhale, very gently lean back. Feel an opening across the chest, across the collarbones, across the front of the ribs, the upper ribs. Exhale, soften left ear to left shoulder, very gently dragging right shoulder blade down. And keeping the feet active, pressing into both sit bones. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, soften the neck. Very gently drag the right shoulder blade down the back. And two more breaths here. Inhale, lift the skin of the chest, lift it up. You're just dragging the breastbone and the collarbones up. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder, softening the jaw, the eyes. One more breath here. Staying in that space of compassion and kindness with your breath. Now, softly release your right arm from behind your back. Inhale it up and overhead. And exhale, turn to face your left thigh, one hand on either side of your shin. And take a moment to square your torso towards your left leg. And inhale, pull the chest forward, telescoping the ribs. And exhale, soften the neck. Now notice if you lean all the way to your left sit bone and you stay in contact with the right sit bone. Inhale, stretch the chest forward, telescoping the ribs. Exhale, relax the neck. Reach out through both heels, perhaps especially through the right one. Keep the right sitting bone in contact. And keep your awareness of both sit bones. Inhale, telescope ribs. Exhale, draw belly to spine. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, telescope and lengthen away from your left hip. Exhale, softening the shoulders, down the back. 1 more breath. Stay soft in the pelvic floor. And with your inhale, start to lift the torso, walking it up. And unwind. Take a moment just in the center, maybe closing the eyes and feeling for the center of the head over the center of the pelvis. Okay, let's wrap the left arm behind the back now, either finding a half bind at the top of the thigh or just resting the hand in the. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And getting really long on that right side. Exhale, bring the palm down, elbow bends towards you as you lean to the right, soften the neck. Now check in with that left sit bone. So it might not be that you need to reach out more through the left leg. It might be that you need to just come out of the posture just a tiny bit. Find engagement and awareness through both sit bones. And inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, relax the neck and the jaw and the eyes. Inhale, lift and lengthen chest. And exhale, soften the neck. Let the shoulder blades move down the back, especially that left one. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Inhale, lifting the upper ribs, the breastbone, the collar. And exhale, relaxing the neck and the jaw. 2 more rounds of breath. As you exhale, maintain your connection with your left sitting bone and with your breath. And then with an inhale, gently release the left arm. Bring it back up and over. And exhale, turn your torso to your right leg. Take your time. 1 hand on either side of the shin. Take a moment to really square off the chest. Find comfort and ease. And then inhale, telescope the ribs up and away from the pelvis. Maintain awareness of the left sit bone. Exhale, soften the neck. Inhale, gently telescope the ribs. Exhale, soften the neck. As you inhale, just check in for awareness on the sitting bones. And as you exhale, check in for awareness on how you're breathing. You're breathing with kindness, connection, compassion. Inhale. Exhale, drawing the belly back towards the spine. And 1 more deep breath in here. And inhale, slowly lift your torso up. Unwind it back to center. And then pause for a moment, crown of head over pelvis. See if you can, if the sitting bones feel a little more connected, a little more grounded now than they did before. Center of the brain over the center of the pelvis. And take hold of the backs of your knees and just help yourself close the legs. And let's come onto the back and bring that thing with you, right? If you've got a towel, a blanket, a rolled up something or another, and come onto your back. All right. So taking your roll or blanket in between the thighs, right against your pubic bone, bring your heels back so you can just touch them with your middle finger. And then interlace the hands behind the head, pointing the elbows up. We're just going to start with some pretty mild, basic elbow to knee here. Take a deep, full breath in. Hold the breath and down. Lift the tailbone to the roll. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, come up. And keep squeezing as you lift and pulling your belly towards your spine. Inhale and lower. Hold the breath. Press the back down. Lift the tail. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, come up. Smooth ujjayi. Exhale. And pull belly in. Inhale and lower. Hold breath, press back down, lift tail, squeeze, roll, exhale, come up. Keep pulling the belly to the spine until you're totally empty, and then pull it back another little bit. Inhale, lower. Hold the breath, press the back down, lift the tail, squeeze the roll, exhale, come up. And pulling the belly in. Inhale, lower. And as you do two more, do these with the most kindness and compassion that you can muster for yourself in abs. Hold the breath, press the back down, lift the tail, squeeze the roll, and exhale, coming up with kindness, compassion, no force or pushiness, belly to spine. Inhale, lower. Hold the breath. Press the back down, lift the tip of the tail up, squeeze the block. Last one, exhale, lift. Nice and smooth and gentle with kindness. Inhale, lower the head. And exhale, release. I'm taking the roll off, putting it to the side. Next pose is straddle, lifting through. So take the legs straight up towards the sky. And activate your feet here. Really spread all 10 toes so you can see air and light between all 10. Interlace your hands behind your head. And with an inhale, straddle, open the legs. Now try to keep your knees facing you rather than allowing your knees to roll down to the floor. Right? It's pretty common that we turn the hips open and let the knees point down. Try to keep the knees pointing towards you. That means you probably won't straddle as wide as you could if you let the knees point down. Flare your toes open and press the balls of your feet into an imaginary wall. And take a deep breath in. Exhale and lift the head, chest, and shoulders, reaching the elbows straight through. Curl the tip of the tail up and reach out through your legs as you pull your belly in. Check out your knees, make sure they're not rolling down. Inhale, lower the pelvis and the head. Inhale. Now hold the breath, lift the tip of the tail up, and then exhale, elbows through the thighs. Reach out through the balls of the feet, peek at your knees, make sure they're not pointing down to the mat, but are still facing you. And pull the belly down. Inhale, lower pelvis and head. Hold the breath, curl the tip of the tail up. Exhale, lift the chest. Reach out through the legs and pull the belly to the spine. Peek at your knees. And flex your heels and press your heels out as you pull belly in. Inhale and lower. Relax the feet for a moment. Hold your breath. Press your low back down. Lift the tip of the tail up. Exhale, elbows go through. Activate the feet again. Press the balls of the feet into imaginary walls. Check out your knees. Keep them pointing towards you and pull the belly in. And one more time, inhale, lower the pelvis and the head. Hold the breath, press the back down, lift the tip of the tail. Exhale, elbows through the thighs. Now flex your feet and press your heels into imaginary walls. Keep those knees facing you, not the floor. And pull the belly into the spine. And inhale, lower. Release your hands, bring them to the legs. Exhale, close it up. And bring your feet down to your mat. Reach your arms at your sides and just pause for a moment to let that cycle through your body and your nervous system. Okay, take your rolled up thing and place it between your thighs again, all the way down to the pubic bone. Or as Anna likes to say, put it on your crotch. All right, arms out to your side, palms facing up. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your hips up for bridge with a roll. Come up onto the back. Up as we can go. Just taking kind of like a 70% bridge pose. Inhale, lift up the breastbone. Exhale, reach the tip of the tail towards that rolled up object. And then feel the insides reaching towards it as well, kind of getting a nice stretch through the belly, the abdominal organs. Inhale, lift the breastbone. Exhale, reach the tip of the tail towards the object and feel that internal tractioning. Take 3 more breaths. Inhale, lifting chest. Exhale, reaching tip of tail long. And as you take these 2 more rounds of breath, do them in a kind and curious way. And perhaps not working at your fullest capacity, but we don't always have to. Sometimes we make our discoveries from a softer place. 1 more round of breath. Take an inhale to prepare. Lower your spine with kindness and compassion. Like you're lowering down a string of the most exquisite pearls. You don't want to mar any of them. Laying them down like you're laying them down on a velvet tray. Once you feel your pelvis unfurl to the mat, release whatever's between your legs. And let's roll to the side and come onto our hands and knees. And we'll set up for some turbo puppy. I love this pose. It's great for restorative practice as well because we don't have to come up off the mat. So start in tabletop and then walk the hands forward about maybe a foot, 10 inches, something like that. Bend the elbows so that your forearms hover off the ground. Now relax your neck, let your head hang forward and down. And probably what happens is that the back of your heart has kind of collapsed and your shoulder blades are kind of folding in towards the spine. So we're going to do the opposite energetic of that. Inhale and lift and dome open the back of your heart. Like you're an umbrella, right? And then exhale, firm your inner elbows and upper arms towards each other, like you were holding a beach ball between your arms. And keep your neck as relaxed as possible. Inhale, lift and open your back ribs, like a big Gulf umbrella opening and stretching out. Exhale, firm the inner elbows towards each other and feel that structure kind of clicking into place here. Take 3 more breaths and make them kind and curious. Explore this doming action of the upper back and the back of the heart. Explore the firming of the inner elbows and the inner arms, the reach of the elbow tips, the relaxation in the neck. Spend a little time getting to know this pose. And then with your next exhale, bring the hips back towards the heels and take your arms behind you with the palms facing up. This is the Forrest Yoga Child's Pose embryo. And just let yourself fold into yourself here, softening the lower back and the hips. And place the hands under the shoulders, lift the chest. And come on up to stand at the top of your mat. And have that rolled up thingamajig with you at the front. Okay, we're going to start with some Forrest Yoga Classic Suns. The feet are hip distance apart. With your inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Telescope the ribs. As you exhale, pull the belly in and round down. So rounding down from your core rather than just kind of folding down passively. Inhale, step the left foot back and lower the knee down. Next time you inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And with your exhale, lower your hands and step back to plank. Okay, just checking on you. Step back to plank, lower your knees and come all the way down. Let's take the elbows, like in Turbo Dog, the elbows come forward, the forearms are off the ground. Now plug the pubic bone down and inhale, lift and pull the chest through. Feel a gentle stretch in your belly, low belly. Exhale, pull the chest through and lower. Hands come under shoulders, downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward. Lower the right knee down. And then with your next inhale, come on up, low lunge. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Step forward and fold. Push into your feet, inhale, take the arms straight up, reach up. Telescoping the ribs, exhale, hands to the heart. And pause, take a sacred pause here. Next inhale, arms come up and over. Push the feet down. Exhale, belly to spine and fold. So folding from the core. Neck is relaxed. Inhale, right leg steps back. For lunge, lower the knee. And then next inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back. Knees come down. Softly glide your shoulders down your back as you lower. Bring your elbows forward of your shoulders, that same position as the turbo puppy. And plug your pubic bone into the mat. Inhale, lift and pull the chest up. Keep pulling the chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking forward, inhale, step the left foot up. Sorry, right foot up, my bad, right foot. Lower the left knee. Next inhale, arms come up. Exhale, step forward, fold. Neck is soft. Using the core, inhale, Pull the belly in and round your way up. Reach the arms up, telescoping the ribs. Press the feet down, make yourself really long. Exhale, hands to the heart center. And take that sacred pause here, eyes closed. I'm going to do one more round. Inhale, open eyes and reach the arms up. Press your active feet down into the mat. Pull the belly to the spine and fold down. Lunge, inhale, step the left foot back. Lower the knee and take the arms overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down, step back. Set your knees down and give a little tuck of the tail here as you lower. Modified chaturanga to the belly. Reach the elbows in front of the shoulders, plug the pubic bone down to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest and pull it up and through. And keep pulling it through the arms as you exhale, come down, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Right knee comes down for lunge. Arms sweep up. Exhale, lower the hands. Using your core, step forward. Right? Really pull the belly in to step that right foot up and fold. Press down, inhale, drop belly to spine and lift yourself up. Reach the arms up. Telescoping the ribs, pushing active feet down. Exhale, hands at the heart. And pausing for a moment. A sacred pause. Last time, inhale, press into the feet, reach the arms up. Telescope. Pull belly to spine and exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot steps back, lunge. And exhale, lower hands, step back to plank. Lower the knees, tuck the tip of the tail under as you come down. Modified chaturanga. Elbows forward of shoulders, grounding through the pubic bone. Inhale, lift and pull the chest up. Keep pulling the chest forward. Exhale, come on down. Downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward. Inhale for lunge. Lowering the knee and sweeping the arms up. Exhale, set the hands down, step forward, pull the belly in as you step that left foot up and fold. Push down and inhale, rise. Reach arms up. Lifting ribs away from the hips. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take that sacred pause. Okay, release your arms. Find your rolled up thingamajig and place it in between your thighs. Right on your crotch, as Anna would say. All right, and arms are at your sides. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands together at the heart center. And coming into therapeutic chair pose, bend your knees, send your seat way back, reach the arms back, and reach the arms up and over. Inhale. Exhale, curl the tailbone towards the roll, and give whatever you've got between your thighs a little squeeze. Stay there. Okay, so here, Steph, you don't need to squeeze your knees together. Are you actively squeezing your knees together or not? Okay. Yeah, that's it. Hip distance apart. Okay, for this one, hip distance apart. That's good. Okay. All right, so focus on tip tail. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, tuck tail under. And so it kind of feels, hopefully, like from your back ribs down, that all this is getting nice tractioning from the back of the ribs down to the sacrum. I'm going to take 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the tail towards the roll. Pull the belly to the spine. 2 more rounds of breath. And really focusing on keeping the breath smooth and even and kind. Nice job. One more breath in. Now exhale, belly to spine and fold. Straighten the legs and fold forward. Relax the neck. Keep the roll between your thighs. Take a half lift, inhale. Pull the chest away from the roll, exhale, fold. Relax the neck. Shake the head a little yes, a little bit no. And then bending the knees, sit back, coming back into chair. Inhale, reach arms up and over. Exhale, once again, curl tip of tail to block or roll. Inhale, lift the chest. Press into the heels, straighten the legs. Hands together at the heart. And then release your arms, sacred pause. Just take a moment. You take the roll off. We're going to keep it at the front of the space because we're going to use it in a little bit. So we're going to continue with some Surya Namaskar B series. Keep your feet hip distance apart for this one. Arms. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Bend the knees, sit back. Exhale, arms overhead. Imagine that rolled up thing is still there, and inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck the tip of the tail towards an imaginary object and create length in your low back and in the sides of your waist. Inhale, lift chest. Fold over the legs, exhale. Lift and lengthen the chest. Keep your gaze down at your mat to keep the neck pretty soft, and then exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Lifting up through the sit bones. Press the chest back towards the legs. Now inhale, come forward to plank pose. Knees up or down, lower to the belly. Okay, so bringing the arms by your sides, right? Your arms are bent 90 degrees like chaturanga arms. I'm going to bring the legs together. Now lift the right leg up, stretch it, reach it to the back of your mat, and then set it back down, lengthening it. Same thing to the left. Inhale, lift the left leg, point the left leg back, and then set it down. Now keeping your hands as they are, start to push the hands into the mat, and inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lift the legs up. And keep the elbows firming in towards your waist. Now inhale, start to open up the legs. Exhale, close them. Try to keep your knees pointing down to the mat rather than out to the sides. Inhale, open the legs. Exhale, close. Try to keep the knees pointing down. Keep the elbows firming in. Last one, inhale, lift the chest, open up the legs. Exhale, close the legs, reach the chest forward and lower. Letting your forehead touch your mat. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Take the left foot forward, inhale. And lower your right knee down. Find that object and put it right above your right knee. So basically your left thigh is leaning into that object. And then come up, bring your left forearm onto your left thigh or the left hand. And we're going to bend the right knee and find the ankle. All right, let your thigh lean against the roll, both for balance and to help open up the quad. Press either forearm or hand against your left thigh. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, curl tip of tail under. I'm starting to open up the right quad here. Inhale, lift chest. Exhale, tuck tail under. We'll take 3 more breaths, really focusing on keeping your breath smooth. Noticing if As we start to move deeper into the legs, the breath starts to get shaky or tight. And smooth out the breath as best as you can. Inhale. Exhale, tuck tail under. Last breath here. Exhale, gently release the right leg and take the roll out from underneath you. Lower your right knee back to the ground and bring your right hand forward about 10 inches of your shoulder. This is the lounge lunge. We did this one last week. Wrap your left forearm around your left shin and just let your right side kind of hang down. Reach back to your right toes and inhale. Drag the right ribs to the right wrist. Exhale, gently turn right ribs towards left thigh. Inhale, gently drag the ribs towards the wrist. Exhale, turn. Inhale, feel opening from the right waistline as high up the right side of your body as you can, maybe into your right upper ribs. Exhale, belly in. And take 2 more curious, compassionate breaths here. Next inhale, start to unwind from that pose. Take your left hip back. And we're going to wiggle this left foot across, coming into pigeon. So bring your left shin parallel to the front edge of your mat. Wiggle your right knee back as far back as it'll go. Flex your left foot and firm the pinky toe side of your left foot into your mat. Gently press down through the top of your right foot as well. And then inhale, telescope the ribs. Exhale, tuck tip of tail under. The outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, telescope your ribs. Exhale, tuck tail under. And 3 more breaths in this position. And focusing on the grounding action of your feet. And being curious about your breath, how you can ally with your breath to bring greater ease into your nervous system. 1 more breath here, inhale, lift the chest, arcing it up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the sitting bones, send the hips up and back. Chest presses towards the thighs. Make sure to wrap your shoulder blades here, right, using the serratus anterior. Those are your Superman muscles. Kind of draw your shoulder blades around the sides, right? It's that same inner elbow, upper arm firming action that we did in Turbo Puppy. Lift to the tippy toes, inhale. Forward to plank, exhale to the belly, knees up or down. And once again, we're going to take the elbows 90 degrees at your sides. Bring the legs together. Lift the right leg up. Reach it back and set it down. Same thing with the left. Inhale, lift. Reach back and set it down. Now, firming the pubic bone into the mat, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lift the legs. Now inhale, open. Keep the knees facing straight. Down, exhale, close. Inhale, open. Take your time, sense everything. Exhale, close. Last one, inhale, open. Exhale, close, pull your chest forward and set it down. And press back, downward facing dog. Take a few rounds of breath here. Okay, inhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat. And put that roll right above your left knee so that your left thigh can lean on it. Stack up your right knee over your right ankle, and then lift your torso up, pressing either your hands or your forearm on your right thigh. Start to bend your left knee and find the outside of your ankle. Okay, pressing into the right foot, inhale, telescope the ribs. Exhale, tip of tail towards the mat. And starting to open up that left quad. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tip of tail, roots down to the mat. Activate through the right foot here and inhale, gently press right foot down. Exhale, tip of tail curls forward. Take 2 more gentle, soft, compassionate breaths here. This pose is usually one of those really intense Forrest yoga poses with like lion's breath and all kinds of noise. So can we find a gentle intensity here? An intensity that's not going to rattle the nervous system or the breath. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release the back leg. Take that rolled up thing away, put it to the side. Left hand goes about 10 inches forward of the left shoulder. Wrap your right arm around your right shin, and then turn your chest towards your right leg. Now inhale, drag your rib cage towards your left wrist. Inhale. Exhale, gently turn your ribs towards the right shin. Exhale, turn gently. And take 3 more exploratory, curious, loving, kind breaths here. Breathe deeply using your low belly muscles to get your breath down into your left hip. And inhale, begin to unwind. Press the hips back. And start to wiggle the right foot across, coming into pigeon. Set your right shin down. Wiggle your left leg back. Okay, using your hands, square your torso and flex your right foot, firm the outer edge, the pinky toe side of your right foot down into your mat. Inhale, telescope both sides of your rib cage evenly. Exhale, tuck tail under. Again, press the outer edge of your right foot down and inhale. Lift both sides of your rib cage evenly. Exhale, soften your shoulders as you tuck the tail towards the earth. And take 3 more breaths like that. Inhale, firm down the whole outer edge of your right foot. right shin, right outer knee. As you inhale and lift the ribs, make sure you're lifting evenly the right and the left sides. And keep connected to your breath, flowing breath through your body in a kind, compassionate way. Gently take your hands forward and step back into downward facing dog. Reach your sitting bones back. And telescope the ribs here. Pull your hips away from your ribs, just using your own core awareness internally. Lift up to the tippy toes, inhale, forward plank. Lower to the belly, knees up or down. And then find that roll, and you're going to place it under your pubic bone. So not in your belly, but when you lay on top of it, you should be laying on it right on the edge of your pelvis. And then come on down, place your elbows under your shoulders, and then lift up. Okay, so elbows off the ground, Steph? Yeah. Now this one, you might walk your legs closer together. It's really dependent on how your sacrum is shaped, but press your pubic bone down. That's gonna lift up your chest. Now inhale, pull your breastbone through your arms. Keep pulling your chest. We're gonna do that again. Press all the way back up. Walk your hands slightly forward of your shoulders. Press the pubic bone into the roll and inhale. Lift and pull the chest through. Keep pulling the chest through and drag your ribs forward as you lower. And feel traction in through your spine and your ribs. You can pause there with your forehead down for just a moment. Exhale, hands back, and press yourself up for one more. Keep your pubic bone on the roll. Walk your hands slightly forward of your shoulders. Firm the pubic bone into the roll. Inhale, lift. Pull the chest forward as you exhale and lower. Feel that tractioning. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Gently press your hips up and back. Take the roll out from under you. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, step the left foot forward. And bring in the left foot to the outer edge of your mat. Bring both hands inside your left foot. So Anna calls this the main coon cat pose. And just let your right hip soften to the ground, but press into your left foot and inhale, chest draws forward. Exhale, press right heel back. Inhale, chest draws forward, telescope the ribs. Exhale, tuck tail, gentle tuck of the tail, belly in. Lengthen and smooth out your Ujjayi breath. And 2 more rounds of breath. Even if the pose may be a little bit physically demanding, right? Demanding more than perhaps some of the previous poses that we did. Keep the breath really smooth. Inhale. Next time you exhale, soften your right knee down to the ground and untuck the toes. Walk your left foot in a couple of steps so it's more Sort of traditionally aligned in a lunge pose. Now keep your hands down on the floor. They could either be fingertips or fists. Push into the top of your right foot, lift the right knee off the ground. This is called the arrow lunge. Now you can keep the hands down. You can bring your forearms onto your thigh, or you can take your arms overhead. But since we're keeping this a more chill restorative class, I would either keep the hands down or on the thigh. Right knee's off the ground. Inhale, stretch the chest forward. Exhale, tuck tip of tail under. Inhale, lengthen the ribs away from the pelvis. Exhale, gently press top of right foot down, activating the top of the right foot. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, tip of tail under. As the intensity builds, can you keep the breath smooth, kind, responsive? One more breath. And exhale, lower the right knee down. And start to back the hips up. Wiggle that left foot across your mat again. And set your left knee down. This time you're going to sit all the way over on your left hip and bend your right knee a little bit in the back. So this is pigeon, chest to foot. Hold on to your foot with both hands, your left foot with both hands. So you're actually sitting on your left hip here. Yeah. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, pull the breastbone towards the foot. So you can probably bring your left forearm across the sole of your left foot, and then maybe hold your left wrist with your right hand and use that to help propelling the breastbone forward. One day your breastbone will land on the arch of your left foot. That's the direction we're headed. Inhale, telescope the ribs. And exhale, bring the chest down towards the foot. Relax your neck here. And take 3 more really slow, full breaths. And check in if there are any stories about if we work more kindly, more compassionately, more gently, if it doesn't count. And it only counts if it's hard and sweaty and shaky. And find that edge in your practice where you can be both intense and kind, deep and considerate to yourself. And always keeping attention on the breath and the nervous system, knowing that pushing ourselves often keeps us further from our ultimate goals because our nervous system just doesn't really like that. And slowly start to unwind and lift your chest. And step back into downward facing dog. Reach your chest back towards your thighs. Gently wrap your shoulder blades, external rotation of the arm. Inhale, lift to tippy toes and come forward to plank. Lower to the belly, knees up or down. And find your roll and place it on your mat again. This time, you're going to place it right in your belly. So above your pelvis and below your bottom ribs, right in the soft stuff. Ugh. And once, yeah, once you're in place, just let it be there. Bring your arms by your sides like chaturanga arms. And let's draw the legs together for this one. Bring the legs together and just let the roll sink down into your guts. Okay. So this pose is called the wave dancer. Keeping your arms at your sides. Take a deep breath in and push your belly out into the roll. Come up just as high as you can, doing that without using your hands. So inhale, push belly out into the roll. Come up, then lower your hands down. Push yourself up the rest of the way. Plug your pubic bone into the roll or towards the floor, and then shimmy or wiggle the ribs forward and come on down. Oh, as you come on down, soften your abdominal wall, let the roll come into you, soften pelvic floor and the buttocks. All right, curl the tip of the tail around the roll, squeezing the legs together. Inhale, no hands. Inhale, puff the belly out and come up. Lower the hands down, come up the rest of the way. Pull the chest up and through, shimmy, shimmy a little bit. And then pull it through, come all the way down. Soften your belly as you lower. Oh, let the roll massage all the knots in your abdominal wall. Last time, curl pubic bone down around the roll. No hands. Inhale, puff the belly out, come up. Hands down, come up the rest of the way. Pull the chest through the arms. Oh, and soften your belly. Let the roll just come in and massage open the abdominal wall. Oh. Take one deep breath here over the roll. Push yourself off the roll. Move it to the side. Downward facing dog. Oh. Let the neck relax, head hangs. Feel all that energy in your belly, supported by your strong arms and legs. Okay, steps forward. Take the right foot all the way to the right side of your mat, both arms to the inside of the right foot. Keep the left toes tucked under. Now firm the right knee against the right shoulder. Inhale, telescope your ribs. Exhale, press your left heel back, tuck tip of tail under. Maine Coon cat. Inhale, stretch the chest forward. Exhale, press the left heel back. Take 3 more smooth breaths here. Again, staying aware of your breath and how the breath is a mirror of the nervous system. And so as long as your breath is smooth and deep, you can continue exploring more into the pose. Next time you exhale, left knee down. Send the hips back a little bit and find your roll, and place your roll right in the front of your left knee. And then go ahead and lean on it. And top of the left foot down. No, I don't think we use the roll for this. Excuse me. Take the roll away and just have the top of your left foot on the floor. Walk your, that's it. Wiggle your right foot in a couple of steps and then lift your chest up onto your right thigh. Use your hands. Press the top of the left foot into the mat and inhale, lift the left knee up. Arrow lunge, exhale, tuck tail under. So the breath is always a mirror of the nervous system. Keep the breath smooth. And you can go into the postures, even into deeper and deeper exploration, knowing that your nervous system is taken care of, that you are taken care of. Take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, pushing into the right foot, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck tip of tail under, pressing top of left foot into the mat. 1 more. Exhale, gently set your left foot down and start to walk your hips back and wiggle the left foot over, opening, sorry, that's the right foot, and bring your right shin down, sitting on your right hip, and you can bend your left knee behind you as well. So for pigeon, chest to foot, start by grabbing your right foot with both hands. Press the pinky toe side of the right foot down and inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, pull the chest towards the foot. And you can probably bring your right forearm across the sole of your foot, grab onto your right wrist with your left hand, and use that to help keep sending the breastbone forward. Now, the more you reach your breastbone across your foot, the deeper you'll get into your right hip. Let your breath be the guide for how deep you can go. Prioritize a smooth, even breath overall. Inhale, feel your right rib cage moving away from your right hip. And so still here, even telescoping the ribs here, gently, subtly. Start to lift your chest and unwind it as you inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you lift and reach your hips back, find that wrapping of the shoulders, that external rotation of the humerus, like you're squeezing your inner elbows together, just like in turbo puppy. I'm finding that lifting and doming in the back of the heart. Next time you exhale, bring your knees down to the ground. Let's take an embryo here, hips to heels. Turn the palms to face up, forehead to the mat. And breathe into the lower back. Gently lift your chest, inhale. And exhale, come to sit on your seat. Okay, and we're just going to explore what might have opened up in the hips. So placing your left foot on the floor or on the mat, cross your right ankle over it. So you're making this figure 4 shape. All right, then lean on your left hand behind you. Flex your right foot, walk your left heel in and press your chest towards your shin as best as you can. Inhale, press the chest up. Exhale, stay there for a moment. Keep pressing the chest towards the shin. Now leaning on your left hand, inhale, bring the right arm up. And then exhale, turn towards your left and see if you can tuck your right tricep against the arch of your right foot. This is called the armpit prep pose. Yeah, Okay, great. Keep reaching that right arm across onto the left. Take a deep breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, wiggle in a little bit more. See if you can bring a little bit more of the foot up the arm. Push into that left foot, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale and hold. Press the sole of your right foot against your right tricep. Now maybe bend your right arm and bring your right hand to your heart like in a half namaste. Press into the left palm, inhale, lift the chest. Very slowly exhale, start to turn chest towards the left. Keep pushing the right foot against the upper arm. 2 more breaths, inhale. Exhale, turn, staying mindful with the breath. Smooth, kind, compassionate breaths. Inhale, lift the breastbone. Exhale, belly in and turn to the left. Inhale, slowly release. Take your right arm away. We're going to stretch the left leg out and bring the right foot as high up as you can for a half lotus. You can use your hands and place it up there. Now flex your right foot so that the pinky toe starts to kind of press into your left thigh. Flex the left foot as well. Find both sitting bones on your mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, wrap left arm around. Maybe you find the top of your left thigh. Reach the right arm to the outside of your left foot or shin. This is called the shin bound half spiral, half lotus shin bound spinal twist. Inhale. Imagine you're pulling your elbows away from each other and start to turn your chest. Inhale, telescope the ribs. Exhale, pull your elbows away from each other and turn the chest. Take 2 more rounds of smooth breath here, honoring your nervous system, honoring your edges, and being kind, considerate, compassionate. And slowly turn your chest towards your legs, then unwind the arms and lift the torso up. Release the legs and just give them a little bounce. Okay, now let's come back to where we started, the knees bent. And we'll cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Scoot your butt towards your right heel. And with your arms, inhale, lift your chest up towards your left shin. Exhale, stay there, shin to chest, chest to shin. Now leaning on your right hand, inhale, left arm comes up. Turn to your right and feed your left arm across the sole of your left foot. Attach the left sole of your foot to your left arm wherever it reaches. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, wiggle your way in a little bit more. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, push your left foot against your left arm against your left foot. Maybe take a half namaste here with the hand at the heart center. And then inhale, lift the collarbones, the breastbone, the upper ribs. And exhale, start to turn to your right. And push your left arm against your foot, push your foot against your left arm. Inhale, gently lift the chest. Exhale, spiral around to the right. Keep that ujjayi breath going. Inhale. Exhale, foot against arm, arm against foot. One more inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, slowly come out. Extend your right leg long. And using your hands, take your left foot up to your hip crease. But flex the right foot, left foot, so that keep the inner knee aligned. Right foot's also active. Lift the chest up, inhale. Exhale, left arm around the back. No, excuse me. Come back to center, inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, right arm around the back. Maybe you can wiggle your way around and find the top of your left hip crease. Reach the left arm to the outside of your right foot. Inhale, telescope the ribs. Exhale, pull your elbows apart from each other as you twist. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Exhale, pull the elbows apart and twist. 3 more breaths here. Exhale, relax your neck, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, open up the right side of the chest, really lean back that right shoulder. Exhale, soften left ear to left shoulder. Relax your jaw, your tongue, your eyes. Then inhale, slowly lift up and unwind. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Give the knees a little bounce. Take your hands and scoot your hips towards your heels. Come down to your back. Angel resting pose, Shavasana. Move your shoulder blades out from underneath you. Turn the palms to face up. Lengthen chin to chest. And relax the legs. Really feel the effects of the practice settling into your body. Notice where the body is speaking back to you in the form of prana, maybe involuntary muscular contractions, perhaps nervous system activity, a twitch or a tickle or some fluttering on the insides. Just notice what parts of the body have received information through the practice and are now speaking back to you. And as you drift deeper into Shavasana, stay in communication with the parts of you that are letting go and releasing now. Just in a kind and compassionate way, not in a stalky way, but just kind of like, hey, I see you, I feel you, I hear you. Just keep a compassionate eye, a gentle, curious eye on those parts of you.
Amazing. That was lovely.
Thank you so much.